What is going on, guys? We are back for episode number 13 of our Pokemon Leaf Green Generation Lock, and we're here in the Elite Four Indigo Plateau for the Kanto region. We have our team ready to go. They're all level 60, which is the same level as Lance's ace. So hopefully we will be good here. I'm really terrified about this. We don't have a great matchup against Lorelei right off rip, and that is a problem. I was thinking about Machamp being a lead, but then Machamp brings in Jinx or Slowbro. I know they don't have, I know they don't have psychic moves on their moveset, but still very scary. Surf is still stab on Slowbro. You know, this Jinx might not be the same threat level, but it's way faster. It can go for Lovely Kiss, then be a problem that way. There's a lot to be concerned about with this, so I'm gonna lead Alakazam. Alakazam is gonna be I'm gonna be able to just click, hopefully, I'm gonna just be able to click, Calm Mind, and then eventually Sweep, because if I'm fast enough, I should be one-shotting everything except for Jinx, probably. That's my hope. That's my hope, is that I'm just fast enough to one-shot everything except for Jinx, and then we can go from there. So, if you guys are here for the episode, make sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. We're gonna see if this works. I am also, like, basically 6 levels above, so I'm hoping that Alakazam just being 6 levels above, being able to go for a Calm Mind, then go for Recover, that I will be in a good enough shape that it shouldn't really matter what I'm doing here. Okay, Alakazam. We Calm Mind up here first. Even with just 1 or 2 Calm Minds, I think I'm strong enough to just be able to cruise through. Safeguard's a free turn for me. I like that. Do I need to care about them going for Hail? Probably not, right? So I can get a second Calm Mind here. And if you Ice Beam me, you Ice Beam me. There's Hail. But at this point, I don't want to get Hail. I don't want to get Ice Beam damage plus Hail. So this is the point that I have to switch. Or start attacking anyway. So here's Shockwave. Plus 2 from an Alakazam. Should do 1,000,000. There we go. Okay. So a setup sweep is here for Alakazam, and I like that. I like that a lot. Immediately comes in Lapras, which is the bulkiest of the bunch. And I'm kind of low-key considering that Psychic is just stronger here. And it is. Okay, so Psychic gets through that, which is huge. That's probably the best physical attacker that she has, except for Cloyster. Cloyster is weak enough on the defensive side, though, that I shouldn't need to go for anything other than just Shockwave here. You can protect all you want. It don't matter. Cloyster is also the worst Pokemon ever invented, so not really worried about it. The only thing that could be a problem is like double, triple protect here working, but I don't think it will. Does get the double protect off. Okay. Hail stops though, so that's over. Shockwave here. Knocks out Cloyster with ease, so we're good. Okay, next up is Slowbro, who also should just be weak to Shockwave here. This might not KO because Slowbro is a lot bulkier than the other ones, but yeah. Okay. Plus 2, you're done. You're done! Alright. And then this Jinx here should also just get... I don't know if Jinx gets one-shot. But at the very least, I don't think it's one-shotting me. So there's that. We're a 2-shot. Okay. So as long as we don't get frozen here, we're okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Alakazam with a clean sweep here to start off. Love to see that. That's huge. makes this a lot easier. So Lorelei is defeated. Alakazam gets a clean sweep here. We're gonna go into Bruno next. Bruno is a fighting and rock type trainer. Okay, let's make sure that we're good. Make sure that we're good. Any coverage that I had for Lorelei specifically that I don't need on anybody else? I could probably even do without Shockwave. Shockwave I still need for Aerodactyl and Gyarados. And Charizard. And Pidgeot. Okay, so still a lot of things I need for that. Ice Beam. Vaporeon definitely needs it for Lance. I still need Bite kicking around. Low Kick I still think is still the strongest when it comes to like Rhyperior and things like that. I think that's fine. Yeah, Pidgeot was ever being used in that one. Giga Drain is still... Giga Drain's not that useful outside of Rhydon. I don't really have a lot of answers for what I want to do with Venusaur, honestly. There's not very many targets. Like, I have, like, 2 Onyxes that I can target. I have Rhyhorn that I can target. Or Rhydon, sorry, that I can target. But, like, there's just not many options. There is part of me that wants to drop Razor Leaf here and put Protect on and then just have Protect, Leech Seed, Sleep Powder. But I don't know if that's necessarily the correct play. But when it comes to Bruno, though, we need to figure out what we need to do. Onix is going to be the lead. With Earthquake, Rock Tomb, and Iron Tail. The biggest thing with Onix, though, is that it just has pitiful attack stat. And so I do think that the best option for me to start could honestly just be to continue with Alakazam. Because the 2 Onyxes I one-shot with... I definitely one-shot the 2 Onyxes. Maybe I just continue with it. Does Alakazam just have it in it to just go off? With the Twisted Spoon, we have 9 left. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Onix is just gonna get obliterated, so we may as well. I am Bruno of the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people and Pokemon can become stronger without limit. I've lived and trained with my fighting Pokemon, and that will never change. Except half your team is rock types, and it has nothing to do with fighting types. So, like, I don't understand. Like, why does he have Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee and Machamp, and then not have Primeape? Like, why was that a thing that they did to him? And then why 2 Onyxes? Like, why not Golem? Why not, like, something with arms? You know what I mean? Like... Okay, anyways, we're just gonna Psychic here. We should just one-shot this. Yeah, you're done. Alright. Okay. Next is Hitmonchan. Realistically... Rock Tomb is the scariest move that it can go for, but I think that Psychic 7 levels above should just one-shot. Yeah, it does. Okay, we're good. Perfect. So Alakazam is doing the absolute most. And this is what Alakazam is so good at, just leading and punching a hole, right? Because you can't switch into it, you have to sack something to get a clean switch on an Alakazam for, so... Like, I'm really glad that, like, Alakazam is here, that we have a moveset that can do something. In Generation 2, we're gonna be playing through Gen 4's version. So, like, we're gonna have access to, like, Shadow Ball and, like, other things that are gonna be so good. There we go. And Machamp here as the final challenge. And this, honestly... gets one shot as well. So we actually clean sweep through Bruno and Lorelei Agatha is next. Now, honestly, for me, Agatha is straight psychic types as well. Or she's straight poison types as well. And so, honestly, I don't think there's any real reason to not just go for an ether here. Get psychic back up. And clean sweep through Agatha with Alakazam as well. I hear Oak's taken a lot of interest in you, child. That old Duff was once tough and handsome, but that was decades ago. He's a shadow of his former self. Now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokedex. He's wrong. Pokemon are for battling. Leaf, I'll show you how a real trainer battles. Shit, she got a gripe on him. She got a gripe on him. Alright. Gengar comes out right away. And like I said before, we're 10 speed faster than Gengar with Alakazam. And everything on our team gets one shot by Psychic. So I think we're in a pretty good spot. Okay, the Psychic here. I probably even could have saved a Psychic and gone for the other one, but it's okay. I don't want to be playing games getting hit by something. Okay, Arbok. I don't even think Shadow... Sucker Punch wasn't a move yet, so, I mean, there's nothing to even outspeed me with this, either. Alakazam is just gonna come in, get to level 63 on its own, which is the level of, Blue, right? So, or, like, your rival, so... I think, honestly, if we can get there, we're fine. There's a Gengar gone. Okay. And Haunter as the last challenge, we're good. So Haunter gets one shot. Agatha is completely one shot. And we are kind of making light work of the Elite Four here. Not gonna lie. Alakazam is just a monster. Absolute monster. We have a bunch of units on our team anyways. Okay. So now that we're here at Lance, I actually think that we stay in, honestly, to start here. And then I think that we switch immediately from Gyarados. So after we beat Gyarados, I think the first thing we need to do is switch into Vaporeon, and then Vaporeon takes care of Lance pretty much solo, right? Ah, I've heard about you, Leaf. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You know that dragons are mythical Pokemon. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. There's no being clever with them. Well, are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me, Leaf. I don't think so. Alright, so Alakazam here. Leads Gyarados as we predicted. Don't have to worry about Intimidate drop from a special attacker. Go for Shockwave here. This should one-shot Gyarados. Perfect. Okay. Go straight into Aerodactyl. Okay. You're the first Pokemon that could actually be faster than me, though. But an Ancient Power is scary. Wing Attack is scary. I think I just Shockwave here. That's a two-shot. And Wing Attack is gonna hurt. But not do more than half, which is huge. So I can take out Aerodactyl, which makes the rest of this entirely easier. Outrage is special in this generation. There's Dragonite. Okay, I probably need to be more concerned with... I probably need to be the most concerned about Outrage, right? But it's probably going for Wing Attack. I have to go to Vaporeon here. Hyper Beam. Okay, so that's not bad. Hyper Beam, it does a lot, but at the very least, I can Ice Beam. Okay. Citrus Berry, I don't think is going to stop you from wanting to heal. Yeah, that's not going to stop you from wanting to heal. So we're just going to Ice Beam again. We potentially one-shot with a high roll. Or we 2-on-1 again. I just Ice Beam here just to be safe. I have 2 more Ice Beams for these 2 Dragonairs, and they should one-shot them. And I'm faster than the Dragonairs. Perfect. So as long as I one-shot them, which I was almost one-shotting a Dragonite. Oh my god, I don't one-shot them. Thunder Wave here, that's a problem. Because what that means is that you can Hyper Beam me. Although I'm not convinced that Hyper Beam one-shots me either. We're gonna full restore. Okay, they're gonna full restore. I am going to Ice Beam this. So I don't one-shot. Or I can get a crit though. I will take that. Okay. So as long as I hit the next Ice Beam, we do get through Lance. The other solution... Oh, I don't have rest on this. Never mind. So my one solution is this. Outrage, we are going to eat up better because we are especially tank. There we go. And you being locked into Outrage is actually better for me. Because if you hit yourself in Confusion, you're also just done. Yup. Paralyzed Beam, this sucks. Now, I am in red. I'm gonna go to Venusaur here. Venusaur or Ninetales. Oh, definitely Venusaur. Okay, shift to Venusaur. I'm not gonna risk anything like that. I just want to be able to get this knocked out. Yep. And I'll just go for Razor Leaf. This should KO. And Lance is defeated. Okay, so we now only have the champion left. We haven't lost any Pokemon. That's the best case scenario to be in, right? So, going into this champion fight, what do and don't I need? Okay, so Gary has defeated the champion already, so we're good. I do have Protect. I am going to put Protect on. I am going to get rid of... Oh, I actually might need Bite. We're okay. We'll Toxic Stall here. And then we will heal fully. Okay. And then I need... Yeah. So, Ether on Psychic, Ether on Psyshock, and Ether on Ice Beam. Okay, and that should bring us pretty well to a fully healthy team. Yeah. All right, fully healthy team. I personally believe that Alakazam is the best lead choice here. But I'm also in the firm belief that if I lead with Pidgeot, that I am in a lot of trouble against his Alakazam. So what is the best choice here? I need Vaporeon to be able to switch into Alakazam, probably. And Charizard, for that matter. Alakazam at least stops a Gyarados switch start anyways. Pidgeot's probably the most expendable as a whole on this team. It's the weakest member for sure. Yeah, it is the weakest member. And I don't get the benefit of rare candies here. I am level 60. I think I just go Alakazam. Just go Alakazam. And then I guess I just have to be okay with... Okay, we're gonna go Alakazam. Alakazam is our lead. If we lose Alakazam, we lose Alakazam. It's a hard Pokemon to have early in the games, so maybe it's not that big of a deal if I lose it. It's such a strong Pokemon, though. Okay, here's Pidgeot. I'm a higher level, and I'm faster. So Shockwave's just kill. Shockwave's just kill here. Wow. Okay. At least you know quick attack, that's fine. Okay, so Pidgeot's down and out. Gyarados comes in, which I think is a mistake. I mean, obviously I can't just let you thrash for free, so like I need to do this, but wow, you live as well. Goes for thrash. This probably not. Okay. So Alakazam is pretty much done here, but it did pick up 2 KOs. Gyarados and Pidgeot, so the 2 real, like, flying type answers are kind of gone. Sends out Charizard. And I think our automatic Charizard switch in is just Vaporeon. Although Slash will hurt. Aerial Ace will also hurt. Yeah, Slash is gonna hurt. I think I can just... Do I be stally about it, or do I just try to go for it? It is Aerial Ace. Surf won't KO. It just does a lot. Although the berry might make them not want to heal. I will eat a Fire Blast. Okay. So that's unfortunate though, because Vaporeon, it did beat Charizard, like it did its job. It won't be able to take on Alakazam anymore though. And this is sort of kind of where I'm terrified. Exeggutor comes out though. I like that. I think from an expendable standpoint, Ninetales is the best special defensive Pokemon from here. But then it probably brings in Rhydon, which then makes it, then means I have to end it on Alakazam. Where Pidgeot, oh, they both do the same thing. Never mind. They both end up with the same result. Okay. I think Pidgeot here. Okay, we resist the Giga Drain, perfect. I am going to go for Fly here. I prefer to not get sleep powdered. And sleep powder does end up landing anyways. Oh my god, that does a lot. Egg bomb does a lot. Okay. I flamethrower here. Yep. Rhydon probably comes in. Yep. You're either gonna Rock Tomb or Earthquake. I need to go to Venusaur regardless. Earthquake, okay. We are going to Giga Drain. Giga Drain should heal us back for most of our HP. And should probably one-shot. Yeah. Which does mean that I need to play this Alakazam super carefully. I don't think that Psychic one-shots me as long as I can get this light screen, or this Leech Seed up. Okay. And even if I get synchronized here, if I put this Alakazam to sleep, I can stall out long enough to let something else do what I want it to do. There's Psychic. Does a lot. But now I Sleep Powder. Okay. I'll use the guaranteed turn of sleep. To go to... Oh, that's super risky. Okay. Oh, I didn't get synchronized either. We're gonna Giga Drain then. We're gonna Giga Drain on this. And we get a crit and knock out Alakazam with Venusaur. And that is our Elite Four run. We have defeated Gary Oak, champion Gary no longer. And we are the champions of the Kanto region. So, very, very nice. Very, very nice. That was a clean. Never made any mistakes breaking my Pokemon. Darn it. You're the new Pokemon League champion. Although I don't like to admit it. Leaf. Oh my god. Woo! So you've won. Sincerely, congratulations. You're the new Pokemon League champion. You've grown up so much since you first left with Bulbasaur to work on the Pokedex. Leaf, you have come of age. Gary, I'm disappointed in you. I came here when I heard you beat in the Elite Four, but then I got here you had already lost. Do you understand why you lost? You've forgotten to treat your Pokemon with love and trust. Without them, you can never become a champ again. Leaf, you understand that your victory was not just your own doing. The bond you share with your Pokemon is marvelous. Leaf, come with me. Alright, so, when it comes to the Johto region, the 6 Pokemon that we have on our lovely layout here will all be joining us in the new region in their basic forms. So we will have a Bulbasaur, we will have a Pidgey, we will have a Vulpix, we will have an Abra, we will have a Machop, and we will have an Eevee. I am going to put the Fire and Water Stone in place for them so we can choose when they evolve. We are going to be allowed to choose their nature, and we'll be allowed to give them max individual values. The effort values still are going to be required to accomplish in-game. We will not be allowed to adjust their effort values, but we will be allowed to make them have that. And then we'll get the proper nature. We're not going to put egg moves, so they're going to go back to the level 5 moveset. They do have to, you know, build back up. But I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. The Pokemon who we cannot use in future generations. We cannot use. We will not be able to use. Let me load it up here. We will not be allowed to use Beedrill. Beedrill was a Pokemon for us that helped us defeat Misty. Although we never saw the battlefield, it was one of the 2 Pokemon that did participate in that gym. Same thing with Primeape. Primeape was a Mankey back when it helped us defeat Brock. Dugtrio actually was the one that defeated Lieutenant Surge for us. And then, you know, I kind of talked about it before, but Ditto, Victreebel, and Eradicate were all part of our team versus Koga. So, those are the Pokemon that will not be available to us in the Johto region. Everything else is fair game. So with that, we're going to wrap today's episode right here. So thanks for watching. Click like the video, subscribe if you really liked it, and I will see you guys in the Johto region.